up. And it's not usually a holiday that I celebrate, but I love to see it as a time to get together with your friends and family and just be thankful for what we have in life. And so I thought, let me show you a new recipe that I recently created. It's a pecan pie cake. Now I know pecan pie is pretty much a staple during Thanksgiving, so I thought let's mix it up this year and make it into a spongy cake, but it's also going to be an upside down pecan pie cake. So we're going to do a layer of the pecans underneath with the juicy caramelly sauce, and then put our batter for our cake on top. And then we're going to bake it, and then it'll be done. Maybe serve it with a little bit of cream. First of all, we're going to make our pecan caramelly topping, bottoming. Okay, so now this is ready. We're gonna actually put it into the base of our tray. I am just using a small baking pan, square one, and we're gonna put baking paper. But I'm gonna show you a trick that I learned from my friend. I normally wet the paper so that it becomes a lot easier to shape, so then it doesn't affect the shape of our cake. Does that make sense? I have just wet and scrunched out the water. You can see it's much easier to shape. So then we just place it into our tray like this. So we will just set this aside while we make our cake. This bit's really simple. We mix the wet ingredients and the dry ingredients, and then we mix them together. So for the wet ingredients, I am melting my butter. And then while that's melting, we are gonna add the rest of the ingredients into a small bowl. Add the milk, the maple syrup, the apple cider vinegar, the melted butter, and your vanilla essence. Give it a quick mix and leave it aside. Make sure you sieve your flour just to make sure the cake is extra fluffy. Add in your sugar, your baking powder, and your baking soda. And I think that is all. And then all you're going to do is mix your wet into your dry. Gently bring it together using your whisk, and as soon as you see no more lumps, it is ready. Perfect. Remember to infuse a whole lot of love into this cake before it goes into the oven, and then you're going to bake it for 30 minutes. Okay, so your cake should be perfectly soft, moist, and cooked right now, but just in case you're not sure, all you have to do is pierce your knife in, and if it comes out squeaky clean, that means it's perfectly ready. So we're gonna let this cool for about 5 to 10 minutes. So we're gonna take it out of our tin like this and place it onto a cooler surface, and then we will turn it upside down and see the gooey goodness. So one thing I love about having friends over or having gatherings is putting together really cute setups. So I thought I'd show you how I use some of my Anthropologie bits to create a really cute, comfy setting. Put a plate on top of the cake and then quickly flip it over. Be careful and slow with peeling off your baking paper, and if you find a few pecans come off, don't worry, you can just stick them right back on. Okay, so didn't that just look amazing? I am so happy with how this turned out. It's gooey, it is syrupy, and it is pecany, and the sponge looks absolutely great. So now all we have to do is cut it up. So you have two options when it comes to cutting it. Now, if you don't mind if it looks a little bit rough around the edges, then you can cut it while it's warm. Pour on your cream and indulge. Or you can wait till it cools down a little bit and the cake has firmed up, and then cut it up into proper slices. Ooh, it looks so pretty. Now you could wait till your guests arrive if you're really polite, or you could just take a sneaky bite right now before they arrive. Wait, say a prayer of gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Worth it. Sending you all so much love, and I hope you all have such a wonderful holiday. If you liked this video, or even if you didn't like it at all, I'd really appreciate if you left a comment so I can get to know you just as you're getting to know me through these videos.